To All Cities presents greetings. Welcome back to the second installment of our Battlestar Galactica Deadlock playthrough. So earlier I got a few missions done over here in Helios Alpha, mainly around PyCon. We defeated a few Cylon splinter fleets, we got a few corrupted satellites blown up, and we delivered the Jupiter-class Battlestar Athena sister ship to the Galactica to the PyCon government. So, busy. Now, off screen, I've built a few ships, so I now have access to the Adamant frigate. And you notice that it takes 750 fleet points to have an Adamant frigate in a fleet. Only 500 for the Manticore Corvette, which were the smaller ships that I was using before. If you remember last time, the very last mission I played where I was blowing up satellites, I had a couple of these Adamant frigates available. And they're very interesting ships. So the Manticore, very light, got a missile launcher and like a single turret that shoots mostly out of the front and rear arcs. So like the front 90 and the rear 90. The Adamant frigates, they're much more of a broadside ship. They don't really have any forward and aft firepower, but they have pretty strong broadsides. Plus, they get to launch a squadron of Vipers. Oh, that's right. Yes, they have Vipers. So they're almost like a little light carrier on top of everything else. Now, I've gone ahead and built a couple of these, and I'll show you here. My Fleet 8 here. I've got 2 of the Adamants, and I've got 1 of the Manticores here. And that's sort of my main striking force. And I can use that. I was using that earlier to take out a couple of these smaller Cylon fleets. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do as well is I'm going to go ahead and transfer this to the Daedalus group here. So you can see 500 points per Manticore. 2 Manticores adds up to 1,000, so that's 1/2 of the 2,000 points I'm allowed. Hopefully I'll be able to have a larger point fleet at some point. With Colonial Fleet 8, you can see how I've got these 2 Adamants. They're 750 each, so that's 1,500 points, and then I fill out the rest of it with the Manticore. So it seems like doing this right here is about the strongest fleet I'm able to make at this point in the campaign. I'm sure later on I'll have the opportunity to make stronger fleets, but for now that's the best I can do. So what I want to go ahead and do here is I've got 750 fleet points for that ship. I've only got 503 Tillium, so I can build a couple of ships. So I'm going to go and I'm going to build a couple of the Manticores. They're cheaper. That'll help me fill out my Daedalus fleet. And then after that, I'll start working on another Adamant group. So I'll go ahead and build 1 of those. Now right here, I've got another Cylon group. See, there's my group right there, and there's the Cylons. But I've already acted with that fleet, so there's not much I can do. So I'm going to have to go ahead and end my turn here. Now, these Cylon ships, these are small, light groups of ships. They're slowly but surely filtering in. And I'm trying to engage a few of them as I go. Now, this one right here, since there's already a Cylon fleet with my fleet in the same planetary orbit, I am getting the option to either fight or do an auto-resolve. And I'll go ahead and fight this one out manually so we can kind of see it, and plus it'll give me a chance to avoid the casualties. And so let's go ahead and go here. Alright, so this is the option screen where I can kind of set my initial formation. I'm going to go ahead and put these guys up towards the front because I'm going to have to get close enough to the enemy to actually engage them. There's going to be generic Dratus contacts at first. And I'm going to put my Manticore to the rear because it's faster than these 2, and I don't want it to get out in front. Alright, so here we go. Fleet warps in. There's the Cylon Dratus contacts. Slightly outnumbered, but hopefully I've got more powerful ships than they do.
So say we all.
Let's go ahead and get those Vipers launched. No reason not to, I figure.
Yes, sir.
Launch your Vipers. And then this guy right here, we're going to go ahead and follow along in the wake. And there we go. There go the Vipers. Yeah, blue dots of fury. Alright. So we see 1 Dratus contact splitting off here. I'm not sure what that's about. Alright, so it looks like we're going to want to go ahead and come up in our altitude, for lack of a better word. You can see how much, you can see how much taller those Dratus contacts are on the screen, so they're actually quite a bit above us. I want to try and face them on a more level playing field here. All right.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Alrighty. Now here's where my firing arcs are going to come into play, because I need to get myself in a situation here. Let me center my screen a little bit better. I need to be able to fire out the sides of these ships here, so I need to turn. And I'm thinking what I might actually do is go ahead and try and engage this one little guy right here. Oops. That sort of isolated himself. So I'm going to go ahead and fire my guided missiles at this guy. And I'm also going to go ahead and lock on to this guy. Won't let me because he's not in arc yet. I'm going to go ahead and lock on to that guy and focus my fire there. And I'm going to do the same here with this compatriot ship.
Understood.
My goal here is to just try and overwhelm this one target with as much firepower as I can. Alright, fire your missiles. Same target. Turrets. Focus fire. Boink. Okay. And if all goes well, we'll deliver a really hard blow to this guy right here, maybe even knock him out. Well, we didn't quite get through his armor. That's alright.
Yes, sir.
We're still trying to get everybody into position here so they can actually shoot them with their weapons.
So say we all.
Alright, that should work out. There we go, 1 down, 3 to go. Alright. So now we go and need to set a new focus fire target. We'll go ahead and select this guy here.
Understood.
It looks like they are hacking their way through my systems, so that's sort of annoying. Focus fire on you. Alright, so we've got all these guys swinging around to put this one Nemesis frigate in arc, and also to make sure that all of my guys are focus fired on them. So if all goes to plan here, we'll start bleeding off some of this guy's armor. There we go, yeah. And now we're starting to get into the hull. Very nice. Chew them up, boys! Chew them up!
Yes, sir. Understood.
Let's see here. What's getting damaged on you? Navigation. Alright, well, repair that stuff already. Alright. Now we can see that this Nemesis here is starting to shift around, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to swing this guy around, because if you look, that'll put him in my aft firing zone. So that should actually work out pretty well. Alright. Yeah, alright. We're getting through to him. He can tell he's getting some attention paid to him, so that's good.
Understood.
Now, I could fire my missiles at this guy, but I think we're actually going to launch missiles at this
Missiles on their way.
at this healthy target. There he goes. Had a minor brain freeze there, trying to figure out what to say.
So say we all.
So we all shoot the missiles at this guy. That'll hopefully soften him up and line us up to kill him on the next couple of volleys here. I will note that although I'm getting attrited, that I'm losing subsystems due to hacking, my health on all of my ships is still pretty good. So I'm definitely giving better than I'm taking. So that's good for me. My other adamant, unfortunately, has had like his engines taken out, so he's just sort of dinking around here, falling behind the rest of the fleet. So that's annoying.
On it, Commander.
That's just a little annoying. All right, let's finish this guy off. Come on. Come on. Yeah. All right. 2 down. 2 to go. Almost. You gonna finish him off? No. All right. That's all right. We'll get him this time for sure.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I need to set your primary target. Ah, fire control's offline. Nuts. Well, I want to repair your navigation so I can move you, so... Man, he got hacked hardcore. Look at how much the Cylons have just totally messed with that ship. That is the very definition of a soft kill right there. Alright, well... What are you gonna do, right? Focus your fire on this guy right there. Alright. Should be able to finish this guy off. Yep, alright. 1 left.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get your turrets set up here. Focus fire. Okay. And you, my friend, are going to go ahead and turn away. And we're going to go ahead and set our turrets up. Focus fire on you. And you here are just totally kind of gimped out, so not much I can do with you. Alright. Now I should have my missiles back up. Fires the missiles!
Yes, Commander.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it won't let me because the fire control's offline. Oh, you Cylons and your hacking my ships. Okay, well, at least I got 2 of my ships launching missiles. There we go. Nice. All right, we got them. Outstanding. And got an achievement. Nothing but the rain. All right. Well, that was a pretty successful outing, I would say. So, those were not story missions. Those were just sort of managing the threat around the area missions. And so, as you saw, there was a low strength to that Cylon fleet. It was not their primary force by any stretch of the imagination. And we don't know exactly how many ships are in these fleets, near as I can tell. It's sort of like a unknown. We know there's Cylons there, but we don't know how powerful they are. So anyway, let's see how our ship queue is doing here. Alright, so in 1 turn, I'll have enough Corvettes to fill out my little protection fleet for the Daedalus, so that's good. Next up is I'll need probably another Adamant frigate. I have enough Telium, but I think what I want to do is I want to wait on that. So let's go ahead and see about getting the Daedalus fleet. So I'm going to wait 1 more turn until I get my ships built.
New Manticore has been deployed.
New Manticore has been deployed. Outstanding. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this into Fleet Group Daedalus. There we go. So now my Daedalus fleet group has a full complement, and these guys here have a full complement. Colonial Fleet 8. Oh, look at this. Oh, I just realized that's how you change the name of the ships. Oh, what are we going to do here? Oh, I know. And you guessed it. You didn't think I was going to name him Shemp or anything, did you? Alright, now, this right here is supposed to be the next story mode, so we'll go ahead and jump that here. 20 trillion, that's not bad. And then we've only got 254, so I'm going to save up so I can build an entire fleet group at once. Let's see here. What do we got on intelligence here? Well, this is interesting. So this gives me sort of some information about the various different colony worlds and their status. And that's our priority mission there that I just jumped my fleet to, so that's good. Alright, so now we're going to do our jump here and see what happens. Oh. Well, I screwed that up. So what that told me is that I have to actually put the Daedalus in that spot, so I can't send these guys. Alright, well. We'll have to rectify that. For now, though, my Daedalus group has to engage a Cylon fleet that's coming in to try and pick a fight. Let's see here. Alright, 4 on 4. Let's do it, boys.
Understood.
You know what, a tactic that usually works pretty well? A headlong, reckless charge towards the enemy. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see here. Yep, we're getting close to being on a comparable height.
So say we all.
Continue to close with our enemy here. Somebody's launched some fighters at us. Ooh, this might not be good.
Yes, Commander.
I think we're going to want to keep these guys clustered together for mutual protection here.
Yes, Commander.
What do we got here? All right. Fire the missiles. Raider Prototype Squadron. Well.
Missiles on their way.
Alright, so my basic thought here is fire missiles at this guy, and we'll maybe focus turrets on the raider here.
On it, Commander.
Unfortunately, I do not have any Vipers in this fleet because the Manticores don't carry any. But maybe, just maybe, if I shoot that guy down with my turrets, it won't be a problem. I guess we'll find out. It is a little bit of a concern. I don't know how big of a deal it is yet that I don't have a carrier essentially in this fleet. I don't have any local quote-unquote air support. It might be a big deal. We'll find out. Alright, buds, we gotta defend our base. Let's do it.
Hostile unit identified.
Huh, that's interesting.
Missiles incoming.
Alright. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're pummeling that one frigate with all of our missiles. Alright, so now I need to slow down. So that I don't overshoot my target.
Yes, sir.
So everybody, full brakes. We'll see how this goes. Alright, we got one. Looks like we successfully destroyed the raiders too, so that's great. Or actually, no, I take that back. They're still there. Alright. That Talon is going to be a problem. It's going to be a total pain in my butt. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and focus fire there. Being careful not to run into my own ships. All right. Alrighty, focus your fire on the Cylon carrier. There we go. Alright, we'll see how this goes for us here. Getting through that armor. Alright, so that one volley was just enough to get through the armor on that one side. So not an ideal situation, because now I have to try and keep my ships on the same relative orientation, i.e. pointing at the right side of that Cylon light carrier, in order to be able to maximize the amount of damage I do to it.
On it, Commander.
And of course I don't have my missiles up yet. Alright, here we go. Yeah, now we're starting to get through to the hull. Get some! Oh, that is lovely. Alright. Alright, so now we've got a little bit of a predicament here.
So say we all.
So I'm trying to be very careful to do is make sure, see how that just turned red right there? That means that I'm setting myself up for a collision. And I need to be careful not to do that. Otherwise, it'll probably destroy my ship outright. I'll essentially one shot kill myself. It's not generally a preferred method to go about this. Alright. And I can fire missiles, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a risk here and shoot all of the missiles at one of the healthy frigates.
Missiles on their way.
In the hopes that I can pretty much do that one guy in. Alright, let's see what we do here. Oh shoot.
Core is taking damage.
Come on, boys, finish him off. Yeah, alright, we got him. Excellent. Alright, so now we have to target this guy right here. Focus fire on this little guy. Alright. And you know what? I noticed that he was the guy I forgot to fire missiles on, so we'll go ahead and fire those too. Alright. Fire your guided missiles. Man, I only shot 2 volleys. I totally thought I fired all of my targets. Or all of my missiles at targets, but I guess I didn't.
So say we all.
That's alright. Yeah. Okay. I gotta say, I am starting to get a better feel for how this maneuvering works. It was a little confusing at first, but once you figure out where your firing arcs are going to be, and kind of get an understanding of just how much distance you cover when you're moving, it starts to get a little bit easier. And of course, it helps that these are very small, fast, and maneuverable frigates. That allows me to get them put where I need them to go a lot easier, I think. Alright, buddos. We are just about there, I think.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Boom, alright. One left.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get your focus fire set up on our last Cylon frigate.
So say we all.
It does seem like focusing fire is
Commander.
more important than I had initially suspected, as far as being able to actually cause a significant amount of DPS on my targets. So I am definitely making sure I do that at all times in the future here. Alright, everybody, come about. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that formation maneuvering right there.
So say we all.
Fire the missiles.
Missile tubes prepped.
Alright, never mind.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, here we go. Ha. Alright, this should do it. There we go. Nice! Take that, you darn dirty Cylons. Alright, I just gotta watch the replay on this one because I felt like we did a really cool job there. And I think we had some really pretty formation flying. Alright, here we are on approach. Oh, the Cylon Raiders are trying to do their worst, but they will not get through my defenses. I will defend my little fleet of 4 frigates. Alright, here they come. Weapons free! Incoming missiles! Boom. One Cylon down. Aw, look at that pretty formation. Nice and tight, boys, just the way we like it. That carrier's not going to last much longer. Nice. There we go. Cylon carrier down. Missiles away. Man, I tell you what, firing in unison, all focused on the same target, these 4 Manticores are pretty deadly. They cut through these Cylon frigates without too much trouble. The lone Cylon raider still trying to do something and not being very successful. I almost feel sorry for the little guy. All right, here we go. Missiles away. Boom, and that's enough. Down she goes, and thus ends the Cylon threat for the moment. Very, very cool. I didn't do too bad. I only suffered some minor damage to one of the Manticores. So I feel fairly good about that. Alright. Well, since I can't actually do this mission, can I jump you on ahead? Looks like I can. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and jump you there. And then... what is this right here? Oh, it's the new frigate I finished. Oh, okay. That's good. Let's go ahead and build you. I'll have to wait on you. Alright. Daedalus, go ahead and jump there. And that'll be it. Boink, boink. Nice. Alright. Let's see here. We've got Colonial Fleet, Cylon Fleet, chance to win. Let's think about this for a minute here. So I think this is... so what I'm not sure about is auto-resolving all of it. So let's go ahead and proceed here. I'm not sure if this is going to be the... oh, no, okay. So this is the skirmish further on. Still in that formation I like. Can I bring these guys up in altitude? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Alright, so that's what we'll do. I want to start these guys in at high altitude, basically. There we go.
Prepare to jump in 3,
2, 1. Jump! Shpunk, shpunk, shpunk. Oh, yeah. Bet you Cylons are pretty sad you messed with us now, aren't you? No. Unable to get target lock. Alright, that's... I thought that was the case. I've been assuming that was the case so far, that I would not be able to actually launch any weapons at those targets until I actually identified them, but now I know for sure. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get those Vipers spaceborne. Can't really say airborne, can I? Alright, here we go. I have not been messing too much with the option to shift focus to offensive or defensive. I don't know. I mean, so far it just hasn't seemed like I've needed to, right? And so I've sort of been of the mind, well, let's leave it in a balanced condition. Make sure that my fleet is ready to react in case it gets attacked, but is not completely vulnerable, is my thought process.
Yes, sir.
And so far that seems to have worked, so I'm not necessarily interested in changing that particular little part of my doctrine anytime soon. As we slowly creep towards our enemy. It feels like it's taking forever and a day to get over there. Should be being able to figure out what this guy is here pretty soon.
Hostile unit.
There we go, our first customer of the day. All right. Fire the missiles.
Understood. Missile tubes prepped. Yes, Commander.
Fire the missiles again. All right.
Hostile unit identified.
Here we go.
Missiles incoming.
Let's go ahead and bring your aft to batteries to bear. Time to select a focus fire target for your turrets. Yep, there we go. Alrighty, same thing here. Need to make sure we keep you to the broadside and set our focus fire onto the appropriate target. So again, just similar to the last skirmish I played, my goal here is primarily to work my way from one target to the other. Just keep focusing that fire until I destroy one,
Adamant is taking damage.
and then move on to the next one.
On it, Commander. On it, Commander.
All right. See if we can finish this guy off here. This guy's proven to be a little bit of a harder target than I might have thought. Maybe it's because I'm just so far above him. It's causing problems. Not sure. It could be that, though. Another turn or two, and I should have my missiles back up, so that'll help. I think part of the problem is I'm not doing as good of a job as I could do with keeping these guys in the firing arcs of the
Understood.
Weapons on my ships. All right. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting them. Cylon down. All right, one down, two to go. All right. Well, let's see here. I think next time I have the option, I'm going to adjust these guys to come in at more of a medium altitude, because I feel like coming in at such a high altitude relative to the Cylons has been a problem for me. It feels that way. Alright. Now that I've got them back and they're rearmed, it's time to fire the missiles again. And I probably can't fire missiles because of you being hacked. Act like a little biatch. Alright.
On it, Commander.
Yep, that's what I thought. So much for that. Alrighty here. Keep bringing them around here.
Yes, Commander. Understood.
Alrighty. Fire control is still offline. And I'm shooting at the wrong doggone guy here, it looks like. Ah. Turrets. Focus fire. On this guy. There we go. That's what I forgot to do, is I forgot to focus my fire. Turrets. Focus fire. This one. It does seem like it takes a long time for my damage systems to get repaired. I'm not sure that's because I'm doing it wrong or if it just takes a long time. Possibly it's both. Possibly it's both.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, boys, come on. There we go. Now we're starting to lay into him a little bit. Yeah. How we doing on missiles here? Ah, we can fire our missiles again.
Yes, Commander.
Shoot at the healthy one here.
Yes, Commander.
Alrighty. And you have just completely ground to a halt, haven't you? Because navigation's been hacked. Alright. I gotta tell you, getting hacked by these Cylon ships is so annoying. They just do a complete soft kill. And, almost had a collision there. Emergency evasive maneuvers. She's lost all maneuvering capability. Don't run into her.
On it, Commander.
Alright. Well. Now, I should be able to fire at this guy. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I only got one missile away because I'm so damaged. But that one missile might be enough to kill him. Not quite. Did do a fair bit of damage, though.
Yes, sir.
Not exactly a knockout blow, but reasonable damage.
So say say we all.
Come on, boys, finish them off. Get them. Yeah, all right. Down to our last one here. Down to our last one. And we're getting through them pretty fast here.
On it, Commander.
Come on, boys. Do them in.
Yes, Commander.
All right. Pivot you to there and there. This should be enough to finish this guy off. There we go. There we go. We got him finally. Jeez, that seems like it took a lot longer than it should have. Maybe not the most efficient battle I've played. Maybe not the most efficient battle I've played. Alright, here we go. At long last, Chapter 4 of the story. Let's find out what happens next. Alright, so as previously discussed, I think a medium altitude might be appropriate here. Alright, so I admit, I'm just sort of screwing around with trying to make a very pretty formation right now. Whatever, that'll do.
Fleet group is jumping in.
3, 2, 1, jump! Shapoom, 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 shapoom. There we go.
Contacts on Dratus, sir. Records show there hasn't been a Tauran presence out here since the war first broke. We can safely assume any Dratus contacts out there are hostile.
Bum, bum, bum.
Blast us away home, Commander.
Darn tootin'. Let's do it. Can this thing actually do anything? Oh, okay. So this actually has Vipers I can launch. So that's good to know.
Understood. Yes, Commander.
Alright, now we begin sort of the slow slog towards the enemy there. Looks like we've got a couple light carriers based on the fact that we're seeing things launch. So that's great. Just need to get an actual hit on something to figure out what it is so I can start pumping it full of missiles. Let's go ahead and focus fire on the one here to port. Basically, I'm going to turn a little bit and I'm going to focus on this guy first.
Yes, Commander.
And then once he's done, we'll turn our attention to the other one.
Hostile unit identified.
There we go. All right. Alright, well apparently I can't do anything with that, so alright. So I'm going to try and see if I can send the Vipers after the
Understood.
small silent raiders that the carriers launched. But it seems like that's not the case, so oh well. Turrets, focus fire. That guy. Launch a guided missile. That guy. Also launch your missiles there. Turrets. Focus fire. Alrighty. Turrets. Focus fire. Boop. 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 Talon. There we go. And fire the missiles! Boink.
Missiles on their way.
Alright, here we go.
Hostile unit identified.
Yeah, we're gonna absolutely nuke this carrier off the map here.
Commander, multiple new Dratus contacts.
Uh-oh.
It appears someone really doesn't want us leaving Helios Alpha.
Well, let's see here. Where are those contacts at? Ah, they're all the way over there. That's somewhat inconvenient. Alright, well that guy's pretty much a goner. So I think it's time for us to turn our attention
On it, Commander.
to the other one. Okay.
On it, Commander.
Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Focus fire. Yeah, so it's a little clunky to have to sort through all the ships manually and set all these abilities. Not super terrible, but a little clunky. I'll figure it out though. Alright, there's that. And now I need to set my priority target. Okay. Huh, I could have swore that guy would die with that missile volley.
Missiles incoming.
That's sort of annoying. Let's see here. It's going to require a little bit of fancy maneuvering.
So say we all. So say we all. Yes, sir.
Alright, so looks like what I might have to do here
On it, Commander.
is peel off a couple of my ships.
Understood.
Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and shift these two guys here. Onto that carrier there. Let's see if we can get a little something going that way. In the meantime, go Go ahead and fire a missile volley there. And you fire a missile volley there.
Missiles on their way.
See if we can get these guys finished off here. There we go. One down.
Understood.
Now we just have to get this group right here.
So say we all. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Alright, fire the missiles. Nemesis. Okay.
Understood.
Oops. Do some long-range missile nearing here. There we go. There we go.
Manticore is taking damage.
Alrighty. Now we need to get back to the Daedalus in a hurry here. The Cylons, with their cunning plan, were able to sort of
Yes, Commander.
draw me away from my base.
Manticore is taking damage.
What? Oh no, did I just collide two of my ships? I think I just collided two of my ships. I'm not sure how I did that. That was a stupid thing for me to have done. Hopefully I can still pull out a win here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and boost thrusters, because we have to get across the map here in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do some more long-range missile shots here. Fire the missiles! Fire all the missiles!
Manticore is taking damage.
Daggone, these Cylon Raiders are just chewing me up here. Maybe if I focus fire, that would help.
Manticore is taking damage.
Well, I managed to kill one. Wowza.
So say we all. Manticore is taking damage.
Okay, well, let's see here.
Manticore is taking damage.
Hang on. This is not going all that well for me, is it? Alright, well, Get another group of missiles off here at least. Let's go ahead and shift you.
Yes, Commander. Understood.
Get missiles away. Get your navigation fixed up. And posture. Let's go ahead and set max defense. Will let me do that? Done. Alright, well, I think I'm going to lose another frigate here because those Cylon Raiders keep chewing me up.
Manticore is taking damage.
Well, that sort of stinks. Man. I'm not sure, in retrospect, if it would have been better for me to hang back or not. Let's go ahead and deboost those thrusters. Turrets. Cancel target. Focus fire. Yes.
Manticore is taking damage.
All right.
Yes, Commander. Manticore is taking damage.
Well, hopefully if I finish him off this turn, I might be able to save that other Manicore. Yes! Yes! Did I save him? He's still alive.
All Dratus contacts are clear.
Oh, man.
We are go to jump to Helios Gamma, sir.
I'll sleep better when I can see the Ragnar clouds again. I don't think I've had more than 4 hours of wreck time since PyCon.
We aren't safe yet. I want the Daedalus in Helios Gamma before we're attacked again.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Right away, ma'am.
FTL drives are spooling. Commander, we'll jump on your word.
Outstanding. Oh, that sucks, though, that I lost 2 of my ships. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay here real quick and see how we did. Alright, so here's the first of the Cylon carriers launching those raiders. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And here come my frigates. Alright, here we go. Open up. Missiles away. You know, I was so sure that I was going to kill this carrier on the opening volley, but I didn't anticipate just how powerful that that ship would be able to stay active. I also kind of let myself get drawn too far away from Daedalus here, so Daedalus takes a pretty good schwacking from all of the missiles here. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Here we go with the Vipers engaging. See, these Vipers here were the ones that were launched from Daedalus, so I was pretty much ignoring what they were doing for most of the battle while I was over here trying to fight the carriers. There we go. There's the first carrier down. And there's Daedalus taking another schwacking. Ah! Stop trying to blow up my base. Darn toasters. Oh, yeah, there's the collision. Oh, that was my fault. I am officially a dumbass. Could have swore I had double-checked and made sure that they were clear, but I allowed them to get too close, and bonk, and boom. Oh, boy. That's just embarrassing. I mean, wow. Alright, here we go. Between the missiles and the fighters. Take out that frigate there. One more Nemesis to go. Jeez. Nemesis soaked up a lot of missiles. Alright. Oh, it's like a space shipyard punching bag. It's just... Alright. Got a couple more missiles. Boom, boom. And here are the Raiders trying to finish off that poor hapless frigate I left behind. They almost got that sucker, but I was able to save it at the very last minute. Thanks to these little missile hits here. Pop goes the Nemesis frigate, and victory to the Colonial fleet. Outstanding.
What happened at Pycon and Caprica is unacceptable. If we're to get a handle on this war, we need offensive forces out there actively repelling these Cylon incursions.
Agreed.
Commander, small strike groups may suffice for scouting, but to defend the colonies, we require full capital fleet groups led by officers of Colonial Fleet.
I agree. What do we got here?
I recommend you recruit experienced officers to provide strategic oversight to our fleets.
Sir, one of McKinley's officers survived the attack on Pycon. We could recruit them to help aboard Daedalus.
I think we should.
Once an
Confirm.
officer has been recruited, they need to be assigned to the fleet group they will oversee.
So we got Damon Greeley. Nice. They've got all kinds of like little skill trees and everything else here. Nice. Alright, so... I can assign him to... Well, it looks like I have to assign him to Daedalus, so... Confirm.
This officer is experienced enough to be promoted. Hand them their new badge, Commander.
Awesome. Promote.
As they become more experienced, officers can choose to focus on fleet-wide tactics or bolster the strength of their personal flagship.
I think we're going to go for this. So I can basically make my fleet bigger, or I can improve subsistence. You know what? I think I'm going to go for a bigger fleet. Yeah. 3,500. That can mess some stuff up.
The presence of a Colonial Fleet officer at a colony will encourage the local government to pay their Tilium stipend. We didn't create the articles just to have them ignored.
Darn tootin' we didn't. So, fleets with an officer can engage in story and resource mission markers. That's good. Colonies become fortified with an officer present. All sounds like important things to know. Oh, well we go. Intelligence here, huh? Alright, fortified and colony improves its quorum rating, be less likely to leave the 12 colonies alliance. Alrighty. Nice, alright. Steadfast and fortified colonies provide more Tilium to the colonial fleet. Nice.
Commander, it is your job to keep the Daedalus well-resourced and the 12 colonies defended. I have other business to attend to. Lieutenant Agathon will brief you when I have further commands.
Yes, ma'am. Use Helena's star lane coordinates to stage your fleet movements while engaging missions defending the 12 colonies. Idris remains compromised. Travel between the Helios systems is limited. Alright. Well, cool. Okay, so I've got this fleet here. It looks like they're locking me out. I need to intern. So here we go.
Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir.
Alrighty. So, let's see here. I need to replace some losses here. Go ahead and build you. I got 348. Build you. Build you. And you're just one little guy. So I need to jump you to here. Confirm jump. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave our video off here. Made some good progress here. We got through the 4th story mission. Right now, it looks like the game's shifting me into a sort of management mode where I'm just going to be able to put some fleets out and go after some of the various Cylon raiding parties that are scattered around the colonial territory. I definitely need to rebuild my fleet here at Daedalus, and I need to maybe look at building 1 or 2 more fleets. I also need to look and see about recruiting more officers, so I've got no more available to recruit right now. So hopefully I can find another officer soon to get another fleet going. But yeah, so that'll be it for now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until next time, make sure you take a look at a like or subscribe for the video if you enjoyed this one. And you can also find out more about manned battle stations at www.mannedbattlestations.com, link in the description. And I'll see you next time. This is Ruckdog saying good luck and good hunting.